wanting to come out, but it meant a lot when that came in, that actually, that kind of path that you could take as a couple, that we could get to that marriage point if we chose to do that. And it meant a lot that, in the society, we weren't othered. It was one thing to say, oh, well, gay and bi people, you've got your equal rights and you're fine, you don't go to prison anymore, what's the problem? But actually, still, when it was just civil partnerships, you're still being othered. It's like your union's sort of all right, but it's not on the par with straight people. And it meant a lot. And I think it stopped a lot of othering when we could finally say, no, we can get married. Everything in the society is open to us. We're not seen as different. So I think it was a great leveling.
How about the squaring of legal gay marriage with all the objections? There was, as I recall, it was mainly religious groups that had concerns. It is arguable if you look at the Church of England, it is still having problems dealing with the issue of gay clergy. Many of the other main religions are just ignoring that issue. So we've not solved inequality altogether. We've got a long way to go. But I rarely did. I can't remember the last time I heard anyone say, "Oh, gay marriage, what a disgrace, what an abomination," or whatever. That the objections from lay people seem to have disappeared. Why? Far away. Go.
Well, I think that's the important thing. So there was a survey done last year, and I think 78% of Brits now support same-sex marriage, although I told that to my other half and she thought that was too low. But I think that that's really great, and I think it was below 50% when this came in. So we have, you're correct in your observation that things, people have seen that actually the place didn't flood and everything was fine, and the sun came up just the same as it always does. And I think that was important, that people actually see this thing in actuality, that it's actually happening. And I also think that, think of the role we're playing in the global stage as well, that we're saying, look, people can get married here, and the example that sets to other countries around the world that might be considering it, might be worried about floods themselves, actually saying, no, look, this works, it's fine, the roof didn't cave in, and actually having gay people, LGBT people, participating in the society, paying their taxes, getting divorced, just like everyone else, it's a good way to be.
What a lovely conversation. Lewis Oakley, lovely speaking to you this Good Friday morning. Have a fantastic weekend. Lewis there from the Bisexual Brunch. Well, I am a straight guy, and I think many of you may have a different view of me, but I've got plenty of gay chums, and as I said, when I look back, I can understand why I wasn't an enthusiastic adopter of gay marriage at the start. But the idea that there are still people out there that do object on non-religious grounds, I find that kind of troubling. Maybe you're one of them. Give us a call. 0345 6060 973 is the number for your thoughts and experiences of gay marriage. Listen to Matthew Wright on LBC. It's 9:15. Time for the news with Jenny Bosby.
Drivers are being warned to expect delays on the roads, with 2.6 million cars due to head out for the Easter getaway today. A 19-year-old man has been charged with attempted murder after a stabbing on a train in South London last Wednesday. And Rishi Sunak has been criticised for awarding a surprise knighthood to one of the Tory party's biggest donors. Sunny spells and scattered blustery showers today with a high of 14 degrees.
LBC Travel, I'm Joanne Webb. Still no trains able to go to and from Stansted Airport because of the overhead wire problems. It means the Stansted Express is suspended from Harlow Town and Greater Anglia from Bishop Stortford, but also Greater Anglia can't go up to Cambridge as well as a result of those problems. Avanti West Coast and London North Western aren't running to and from Euston to Milton Keynes today. That's because of the engineering works. And no Elizabeth line services through central London today, and that's also for engineering works. The A1M is closed northbound at Junction 6 at Welling up to Junction 7 at Stevenage South. That's because of the emergency repair works. And in Hackney, it's very busy on the A12 northbound up to Hackney Wick, and that's all down to an accident.
This is LBC.
Host the roast with Little this Easter. Get our British beef joints from $5.99 a kilo, a large gammon joint for $4.49 a kilo, and a leg of lamb.
I think for her as well. I wish things had been different. Of course I wish things had been different. I think my mum, I know that she was quite depressed at times, and that kind of played into it as well. And I think that played into guilt for me as well, because I knew that she was depressed. So I kind of felt that I had to be able to sort of put up with what was happening to me. but then eventually I had to walk away.
So as you said, you had to cut off contact at that point, and then your mother died last year. I know you were still estranged when that happened. How did you navigate that time?
It was difficult. I mean, I knew that she was dying, and I did say to other family members that if she asked for me, I would have gone to see her for her sake. So I didn't see her, she didn't ask for me. And I was very sad, obviously. You know, this person who's part of my life has gone. It's interesting. I mean, I think I'd already done a lot of grieving for that, the relationship that wasn't there. And the only way I can deal with those kind of moments and those kind of feelings, I think, is going off for a walk or going off for a kayak. I went for a very long kayak paddle on my own. It was interesting because